Hey y'all from the kitchen. Whoop whoop. I'm gonna wait for a couple people to come on board. We're gonna get going. Go take it to Bula. Take it to Bella. Hey, I'm gonna wait for a few people to come on board. As soon as we get about 15 people, we'll get started, guys. I hope y'all are doing good today. It's kind of rainy and dreary here. For those of y'all who are just coming on board, if y'all would just send me a comment. Let me know that I have comments. I see Alicia's here. Cassandra's here. Hey, Debbie. Thank you, Miss Debbie. Debbie Kitchen. I'm in the kitchen. Hey, Miss Debbie. I'm glad you're here. All right, guys. We've got 17 already, and y'all know when I get to 15, I start working. I'm going to go ahead and let you know I got 2 babies here. You know how they are. Take it to Bella. Thank you. And I've got Bella helping me, so hopefully everything will go smoothly. Hey, Miss Ashley. Hey, Alicia. We're not far from each other. I'm in South Carolina. All right, Kristen, welcome. All right, guys, this is part 2 of the tumbler we did yesterday morning. I was supposed to come back on last night. Y'all, we had a storm here that was horrific. Not much wind, but a lot of lightning. I had no power for about 6 hours, so I couldn't come back on last night. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Audrey. But we are here, and we're going to get to it. I'm going to tell you what we did on the first little episode of this and talk about what we used. And then I'll tell you what I have done to prepare for today's tutorial, and then we'll get going on it. Hey, Ladina. Hey, is it Olivia? Issy? Amy? I'm glad y'all are here. Hey, Christy. All right, so yesterday I used some glitter from the fabulous Childs & Childs collection. It's childsandchilds.co. I will be tagging them. Hey, Mr. Trevor. They have some wonderful glitters, guys. If y'all don't know Trevor and Freddie, y'all are missing out, okay? I just want y'all to know they have some awesome stuff. I'm going to show you some of the stuff I have here, and then I'm also going to show you what I've used on this particular cup, and then what we're going to use today, okay? So these are what the packs look like when you order from them. This is just a few. I got more I'm going to show you, okay? These particular glitters are what's on underneath this white paint. And somebody's going to say, why in the world would you cover up them pretty glitters? I thought the same thing when I was spraying them, y'all, so you are not alone. When I was spray painting, I was like, oh, look, I got chill bumps. For real. That's how pretty these glitters are, y'all. And I'm not cold. I'm the hottest natured person in the world. But this is a beautiful pink glitter. This is not their neon collection. They have a neon collection. But y'all, these were so pretty, I couldn't wait for my neons to get here. I just want to go ahead and use it, okay? But this is their Wonder. I've got a spotlight on this cup. But I decided the other day, I tried something. I did a live by myself. I'm going to kind of shine some flashlight on this, guys. This stuff is beautiful. But this is their Wonder. It's a pink color. That's underneath this white paint. This here is their... Oh, I don't want to say it wrong. Evanescence. It's kind of an orange. I'm trying to shine the light on it so you can really see the glitter and the shimmer to this. Okay. It's an orange color. And remember, these are not their neons, but these are just as beautiful. This is their Spiros. And all 3 of these colors are underneath this white paint. Okay. Just wanted to give you an idea how beautiful these glitters are in the light. Okay. Sometimes the pictures don't do justice, but it's amazing. I had no rhyme or reason to how I applied it. I kind of did some swirls, which you can almost see a little faintly. Like right here is the pink. Here is some, I call it a lime color, but it's the Spiros color. It's beautiful, okay? I'm going to show you a few others of their products, and I just want y'all to know a little bit about them. If you haven't checked out their page, guys, you really need to, and I'm going to tell you why. Not just because they're fabulous, which they are, but they are going to do a Cricut giveaway when they reach 5,000 members. So if you are not a member of their page, hey Freddie, welcome. Hey Cindy, Sherry, y'all welcome. If y'all are not a member of their page, they're at childsandchilds.co. They also have another page, and I'm hoping they'll tag it because I don't want to say it completely wrong, but it's Childs and Childs Mastermind Tutorials. I know there's another word in there, but y'all, I just look up Childs and Childs Mastermind. It's going to pop up for you, I promise. Join there. They've got an Instagram page too, but they are going to be doing a Cricut giveaway when they reach 5,000 members. They're also going to have other prizes. And y'all, they popped on the other day and they gave away gift cards for You had to answer a question. So if you weren't here the other day, better pay attention just in case. I'm not saying they gave away a lot of stuff the other day. So, but y'all, this packaging is beautiful. I just want y'all to know, these are like their 2-ounce packs. And this stuff is gorgeous. I'm trying to get it all in the light. I'll get my little flashlight back out. This color is called Ponder. It's a purple. Got a lot of shimmer to it. I'm trying to get it to sparkle in this light so you can see. Okay? It's beautiful. It's not on this cup in particular, but trust me, I'm going to be using it. This one here is called Luminosity. Y'all, this is gorgeous. It's almost like a peach color. It does have star cuts in it, along with the Circle Chunky Mix. So there are stars in this. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. This here is their Incantation. Incantation. I love their names. Love them. Y'all, they put a lot of thought into this process, okay? Y'all just think about it. Somebody's going to say, this is actually a shard glitter. I don't know if you can see it closely. So it's shards, and it's gorgeous too, okay? Hey, Diana. Hey, Brenda. All right. Hey, Tracy. This is their Curiosity, okay? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous chunky mix. Lots of shine and sparkle to it. Okay, great packaging. Sealed up very nicely. I'm going to tell you something else about this.
Gaga.
Just a second. Yes, sir.
Awesome.
It's okay. Okay? I actually take my stuff out of these because I've had accidents where the bags don't. I'm not saying Freddie and Trevor's bags don't seal. But I have a problem with my grandkids. So if I don't have them in a shaker bottle, they sometimes get opened or left open, cracked a little bit, okay? Freddie's saying we do to something. It ships to Australia. There's Miss Deb. You weren't here the other night, Miss Deb. I missed you. All right. And Brenda just placed her first order with y'all yesterday, guys. I put my stuff in a shaker bottle, but listen, their stickers come off. And you can stick them to your bottle. That way you know exactly what glitter you have, who you got it from. I just want y'all to know that these are great stickers. They don't peel off and get left on the bag. This one that's in this bottle is what we're using today. Okay, this is called Anthem. I got it a little bit too close to the camera. Sorry about that. Oh, I cut my flashlight off. Y'all, this glitter is beautiful. Look at this. It's like a white silver mix, but the glitter, I can't even explain it. But it's going on this cup. I can't wait. Whoop, whoop. All right, so then we got a couple more I'm going to show you, okay? I showed you the Curiosity. That was the blue. Okay. I have also, and I'm going to say this wrong because I know it's supposed to come with an accent, but it's Panache. And I'm thinking it says Panache, I think. Y'all, this is amazing. Look how pretty. This is like a sea blue. Like, it is just crazy pretty. Okay. And the last one I have here is Delusion. It is another chunky, well, actually, it's not even a chunk. It's got some chunks to it, but y'all, this is beautiful. Look at that. It's just a darker. And these colors that I got are going to go really well together when I do a mermaid cup. Maybe I'll do a tutorial when we get there, and I'll share that with y'all too, okay? If you are not, hey, Miss LaDonna. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Miss Brenda, Kayla, Erica. I'm so glad y'all are here. So listen, if you are not a member of childsandchilds.co, if you haven't already signed up for their email or even taken a look at their glitter, you need to do that. If you're not a member of their mastermind tutorial page, go and join because there's big surprises coming. I'm not going to try and entice you. I'm just going to say you're missing out if you haven't been on there. They do a lot of live tutorials also, okay? Panache like style. I got you now. Panache. Panache. I said it totally wrong. I'm from the country, Trevor. We say everything like it's spelled. I'm just kidding. And anyway, all right, guys. So listen, what I've done with this tumbler the other day is, of course, I sanded and prepped, got it ready. I painted it white. I could have actually painted it different colors of the glitter I was going to use. So if you're doing that, that's great. Then I used those beautiful glitters I told you about, which was the orange, the pink, and the green. They are on this cup underneath, kind of all over the place. I didn't really have any rhyme or reason. I tried to do a little bit of a swirl effect, which you'll see because we're going to rub some of this paint off, okay? So these are the three that are on there. Then I did a flood coat. Now, some people are going to say, I know, Trevor, it's bad. It's bad. It's like pig, P-I-G. It's pig. It's pig where I live. Anyway, I did a flood coat. Now, some people are going to say, why'd you do a flood coat on that one? Because these chunky glitters, sometimes are a little bit difficult to cover. So before, as I was doing the epoxy method, I kind of go through and pat my glitters down a little bit, okay? Once it was patted down, I had a few little pieces that were sticking up. So I did about 20 mLs, which is a significant amount of epoxy. You don't have to use that much. It's just what I did, because I wanted a super smooth surface to be able to paint on. Now you can see I have a few little bumps, but I did go back with a very light sandpaper and kind of hit it a little bit in a few spots just to get rid of the sharp bumps that the flood coat did not cover, okay? It's Childs and Childs Tumbler Tutorials and Masterminds. Childs and Childs Tumbler Tutorials and Masterminds, guys. Y'all need to join. At 5,000 members, are going to have a huge giveaway and a lot of prizes, okay? All right, and remember, their stickers come off. Stickers come off. You can place them on your bottles. And very nicely packed. I just think they're amazing, guys. You just need to read their story. It's on the front page of their website, okay? After I did that flood coat and did a little bit of light sanding, I just took it outside and gave my white spray paint coverage, because we're going to do kind of a peekaboo, but kind of not. I'm going to explain that in just a second. But I use a 2X Rust-Oleum, and I don't have any nearby. I lied. Hold on a second. I apologize, because I want to talk to you about paint real quick. I do this on every tutorial. It's just good advice, okay? There are some other products out there that that you can use. I just want y'all to know that. But I use a Rust-Oleum 2X. Now, this, of course, is a black. This is not what I use. But you can use flat, semi-gloss, gloss, satin. You can use whatever you'd like to use. Hey, Misty. Hey, Penny. Y'all welcome aboard, okay? And they're having an exclusive Lustra crate. I did see that, Freddie. They're having a huge giveaway of this crate full of glitter, y'all. That's why y'all just need to be members of their group. I'm just telling you. It's a good group to be in. Positive people. No negativity. Just, y'all really need to check it out. They got some new stuff going on, too, with the tumblers. You're able to post some pictures of tumblers. Just go check them out, please. Y'all, as far as paint goes, please understand, please, in the beginning, when I first started out, I didn't know no better. I was using the 96-cent paint from Walmart. I'm not saying it's a bad product. I'm just saying it takes about 2 to 3 coats to equivalent to one of these. You're going to get a lot of runs, a lot of bubbles at the top, different things with that cheaper paint than you would this. You get more cups out of this kind of can, and it's only $3.96. So just keep that in mind, okay? All right, so that's it for the paint. Now, that's all I've done. So you're coming on board with me, and we're starting right here. I'm actually going to stop my turner. All I got to do is find my switch. Find my little switch. Y'all know I'm in the kitchen. I'm glad y'all are with me, though. All right, guys, so what I've done is base painted, and we're going to get going. There are 2 ways you can get this paint off this cup, okay? They do ship to Canada. Yes, ma'am, Sherry. Whoop, whoop. We can either use 91% alcohol and some elbow grease and a clean rag and get off some of the spots that we want to show. Hey, Miss Helen. Welcome, welcome. Brenda, I'm glad you're here too. Or you can actually use acetone. You can use acetone, but be very careful with your acetone, okay? Got to spend money to make money is what I said. High quality products from top to bottom help you sell your cups for more, and your clients will notice. You are right. Let me tell you, I do want to go back. I got to say this because Trevor's exactly right. Y'all, the glitter I used yesterday, Childs and Childs glitter, and I am bumping them a little bit. I'm just being honest with you. There's a lot of good glitters out there. Don't get me wrong, because I've tried other products. But it took very minimal glitter to get great coverage with their stuff. It's a quality product. I didn't have to use like a second layer. I didn't have to go back and keep hitting it because I had see-through spots. It covers amazingly. I just wanted y'all to know that. I thought I caught Helen live, but she was jumping off. Haha. Jessica, she goes everywhere. You got to keep up with her, okay? I love me some Helen. So we're going to go ahead and clear some spots off of this. I want to bring out the pretty glitters I had underneath. Now, as I'm doing this, I want y'all to remember, everything that I leave white with the paint, we're going to Mod Podge it and add this beautiful glitter, which is Anthem from Childs and Childs. It came in this bag, but I went ahead and put it in a shaker just to make it a little bit easier to use. I hadn't done my static, but y'all, they sell these little static sponges you can buy and put inside these packs. And you can just shake it a couple times and all this extra. That's why I haven't thrown my pack away, okay? I've got to get my sponge. It's buried because y'all know I'm getting ready to move. But I've already put it in this shaker. So we're going to start and go ahead and start cleaning off a couple spots on here. I'm going to use both products that I told you about just to let you see the difference in them. If you are going to use acetone, though, I'm begging and pleading with you, do not rub hard because you can affect your epoxy underneath, okay? You have to be really careful with acetone. I don't normally tell people to use acetone unless you've been doing this a while and you experimented by yourself first. But I do want you to know that that is an option. Usually the alcohol gets it off pretty nicely, okay? So I'm going to try and do a couple spots where you can see, but you really, really, really do have to kind of rub, rub, rub. Now, you know I use that really good paint too. So you see how much, I don't know if you can tell how much elbow grease that I'm really applying. And honestly, to make it faster, I just want you to know the alcohol does work, okay? Now, this is a great, great paint. So it's a very slow process, and I know we get a lot of glare. So I'm going to see if I can bring that down a smidge for you, okay? I called you today, Miss Bridget, but I think one of your grandkids answered. They did, Natoya. As soon as this is over, I'll give you a call. We've had a really busy day today. I got to go see my twin grandbabies today and my other grandbaby. So it's been a really busy day, and I had a doctor's appointment this morning. Y'all, I have to tell you about my doctor's appointment when we get going. Now, y'all see how hard I'm bearing down, okay? Now, I could sit here and work this for a while with y'all. I was actually going to clean it before I came on board, but I'm not going to play anymore because that's all I've got in the few minutes I've been sitting here talking, okay? Elbow grease. That's right, elbow grease. I use alcohol for rubbing too. That's what Miss Helen is saying, okay? Y'all, my grandbaby Grayson is watching me. Jennifer's my daughter-in-law, guys. So I'm going to give it one more go with the elbow grease and really push down hard. See what we can get done. And then I'm resorting back to what I shouldn't use. But you can use. You just have to be really careful, okay? You cannot rub real hard with the acetone. Off top, I was washing walls when I was 10. My mom told me to put some elbow grease into it. I was searching and searching the cupboard. That's right. It's kind of like blinker fluid. My husband's a mechanic, and y'all, I'm truly not a blonde. I'm truly like an auburn color, but I went blonde because I got so much gray. But long story short, my husband sent me to the store and told me to make sure I got wiper fluid, blinker fluid, and some spark plugs. And y'all, when I walked in there and I asked them for what I needed, the men laughed, and they told me to go back there on the back aisle. It was back there. I could find it myself. They were really, really busy. I sat back there for 35 minutes looking for blinker fluid. I don't know if your husbands have ever got you on that little trick, but it was right comical when I got back to the house because they were all sitting in the yard laughing because they knew what I had been doing. Been searching for blinker fluid. There ain't no such thing. It's kind of like an Otis elevator. I worked in the operating room forever, and there's no such thing as an Otis elevator. It's actually a true elevator that's in the hospital. So that's my little story there. I'm going to put on one glove because I am using acetone. I have very minimal. I've got like a little spot about the size of a $50. And I'm going to go through here and I'm going to show you the difference using acetone mix. Now, you cannot rub hard. But look how quick that is. See, it's the same as it is with the alcohol, but you just cannot scrub hard because you're going to affect the epoxy underneath, okay? What I'm trying to do here is I want to have some peekaboos, a lot of peekaboos, because anywhere that I have the white paint left, I'm going to apply that really pretty silver glitter, okay? This may still take a few minutes, but I just want you to see it can be done with acetone. You just cannot rub super hard, okay? Don't spend a lot of time in one area. You want to kind of keep it moving. When you get a lot of paint on that area of your sponge or your rag or your paper towel, you're going to want to move to another area because it's going to get kind of sticky on your washcloth, okay? Now remember, this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to clean some different areas on this cup so that I can apply that really, really pretty. And y'all, I don't have any plans for this. I don't know exactly how I want it to look. I just know I want it to kind of be everywhere. And y'all are going to probably freak out because I got this big can of acetone in my kitchen, which I normally do outside, but the kids are in yonder. Typically, I wear a mask when I'm doing acetone. I do have a little issue with my breathing But I'm really not using a lot, guys, okay? Just using enough in a little circle on my rag to clean a few spots, okay? Now, I'm going to show you what I've done so far, and then we're going to move along. And as I'm talking, I'm going to look back up here and see what kind of questions you got. But I had a few interesting questions today that I want to talk to you about so we can kind of figure out if there's any other questions that you might have. So this is what we've got so far. Where this is white is going to be that real pretty crystal glitter, okay? I'm just kind of randomly doing that. See, my husband tried me on that too. Isn't that hilarious? Look, y'all. What are you doing, please? Charlene, right now, I tried the alcohol, 91% alcohol, to strip off the spray paint. It does work, but you have to use a lot of elbow grease. You got to really get into it, okay? So what I've done is added just a small amount of acetone to my rag, and I'm cleaning some spots off this cup because we're going to do pretty much a peekaboo. But the peekaboo is going to be this real super pretty glitter I did yesterday. And where the white paint is left, it's not going to be white. I'm going to actually add this beautiful glitter from Childs & Childs where the white is. So this is a peekaboo cup, but it's going to be completely glitter. Okay, so all I'm doing is cleaning us some spots so that my pretty stuff underneath shows through. Okay, and then we're going to go back anywhere there's white paint and do Mod Podge. So if you have any questions about Mod Podge, this is a great tutorial to ask those, okay? And like I said, I have no rhyme or reason as to where I'm going with this. I'm just kind of doing some spots because I do want that really pretty glitter to show kind of everywhere. So you do your cup how you want. This is where your creative mind kind of comes into play. You pick your own design on what you'd like to do. I just wanted you to see how I got this off. And like I said, I'm not adding a lot of pressure when using this acetone, okay? It'll get into your epoxy and you'll have a little bit of a mess. But right now it's super good. No sticky spots. I'm just going back over where I've rubbed some of the paint, okay? Kind of cleaning that up a little bit. Can y'all see that? Am I correct? When you do a tattoo cup, you must spray tattoo with clear before applying. Some people may, but I did not. I let it dry completely for a few hours, okay? But some people are clearing those, so I guess it's just a personal preference. I don't seal my wood grains either, though. So a lot of people seal their wood grain cups, but I don't do that either. I just let them completely dry, and then I come back and add my epoxy, okay? I've never had any problems not sealing them. But that's just me personally, okay? Let's see what else we got on here. No, you don't seal. Only water slides. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I thought she meant like spray painting the cup. That was my fault, Helen. I thought she meant like sealing on the cup itself. You know, some people are spray painting their wood grains and then it's messing them up because it leaves all the water dots. Let's see what else we got. They're still talking about blinker fluid. Hey, Rachel, I'm telling y'all, our men, you got to love them. You got to love everybody, y'all. We are all the same. I need people to understand. You're looking for I'm not going to get into politics or religion, but I just need to tell people something because this stuff going on in the world is disheartening a little bit. I know it's talked about a lot, but y'all, if people would just understand, we are all the same. We all believe the same, whether religious, spiritual, ethnicity, sexual preference, it does not matter. We are all the same and we need to love each other, okay? Love each other, love each other, love each other. All right, we're almost done, except, what did we forget to do? Somebody tell me. We forgot to love on the bottom of the cup. So we got to go back and love on the bottom of this thing, okay? I'm going to make a few of these stripes a little thicker. We're about there, guys. Only because I want this real pretty glitter underneath to show a little bit more. So y'all bear with me. If I'd have been doing alcohol, we'd have been here for a minute. We'd have been sitting here for a while. So this works a little faster, but like I said, you got to be really careful. Don't sit for too long in one spot. Keep moving around. Don't rub too hard because the acetone can affect your epoxy underneath. Okay, we'll go right here and take a little bit more of this off. Y'all, this glitter under here is beautiful. It is beautiful. I'm going to take another picture and then I'm going to take a video, but I think I'm going to do this next one outside so you can really, really, really see how pretty this is, okay? We're going to do a few spots on the bottom. Rachel, you are welcome. Okay? Love the butt. That's right. Love on the butt. Gotta love these cups, y'all. Love these cups like they're yours. Some of these cups. Now, this cup in particular, I'm going to keep because this is my first child's cup. And I really do like it. Yes, sir. Take it to Bella. No, you got to take it to Bella. Thank you. Take it to Bella. Y'all know I got my little 3-year-old grandson here, and he's a handful. Take it to Bella. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to give him the mean eye. We have this little thing about the Hulk, so I have to give him the Hulk eyes to let him know I'm serious. Okay, how long does it take to strip a full cup? Honestly, you can strip a cup in about an hour to 2 hours. What you would do is take your cup that you feel like you have messed up on. If there's no way to fix it, you're going to wrap it in paper towels. This is what I do. Wrap it in paper towels. I saturate the paper towels with acetone. Then I wrap it again in tin foil just to kind of hold all that together and put it in a Ziploc bag. And in about 2 hours, it all peels off, okay? All right. So I'm going to get down here and love this bottom real quick. Make me some big spots. Okay? Because I want this to show through. And I'm kind of following the lines that I had. Now, when we get to doing the Mod Podge, I am, of course, going to take this off. So you can kind of see how I did the bottom, too. I'm just following some of the lines that I already had, so it kind of blends together, okay, guys? Just love on that bottom of that cup just a little bit. And I think that's going to be it there. Now, we're going to kind of just look at it and see if that's all you want. Good job, babe. Good job. All right, so I kind of like those spots. Right here, I'm going to have a whole lot of glitter. Not that it's not going to be beautiful, but I'm going to split that up just a little bit. Because I really want, this other glitter is beautiful. And I just want to kind of split that up, okay? Clean it up just a hair. Right through the middle. Give me a bigger streak right there. Alright, guys. So do you see it's not perfect? I've got some smudges and smears. Stripping a cup, like Bridget just mentioned, works really well. Thank you, Susie. Helen, in this beautiful glitter. Wow. It's absolutely beautiful. I got 4 at acetone right now. Amy, don't let me tell you, I got about 4 or 5 down there myself. A lot of times when I do a tutorial, if it's something that I know I can't sell or it's something I want to keep, but I knew it was something that y'all really needed, somebody's messaged me a lot about different tutorials. And if you have any ideas and you're a little bit too scared to get on here and do a tutorial, please send me a message. We allow anybody to do a tutorial. We've just kind of opened that up a little bit more here lately. But y'all are more than welcome. Whew, I got to move that rag. Yes, ma'am. We want anybody who wants to do a tutorial to do one, okay? I suggest not huffing on acetone.
It's so cool.
It is so cool. Y'all, I got my little babies playing. I got Bella and Landon here, and they are playing with Play-Doh, and they think that's the most fabulous thing next to Jesus. Chris and Heidi, I just ordered their neon pack too. I'm so excited. All right, so this is it. Now, the fun part. We get to see the pretties. We get to see the pretties. All right, I'm going to get Bella to get me something while I'm getting out my Mod Podge. We're going to talk about Mod Podge, okay? Miss Bella, can you come here real quick? Awesome. All right, guys, so these are our Mod Podges. Can you go in the hall and get me a couple, like 10 pieces of white paper? You know where the coloring paper is? All right. Guys, they make a bunch of different Mod Podge, okay? I am Miss Jen. I'm from South Carolina. I'm from Pickens. So I'm about 10 minutes from the North Carolina line near Table Rock. And then I'm about 45 minutes from Greenville, South Carolina. And Anderson, South Carolina is about 20. Just give me a handful. Big stack. So y'all, they make different kinds of Mod Podges, just so you know. This is a dishwasher safe Mod Podge. I use this a lot on my glass cups if I'm doing something. Not real sure. Okay, but that's what I do. That's perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right, just stick that up there. I'm going to stick me some white paper under here for when we get this glitter going because I'm going to save as much as I can. That's good. It's going to fall. This is Mod Podge Hard Coat. This is probably what I'm going to use. Helen calls it the devil's glue. I'm not crazy about Mod Podge, but this is the only way I knew to get this glitter on these certain spots that I have here. If I was to use epoxy, it's probably going to bleed down into other spots, and I don't really want to do that, okay? This is a gloss Mod Podge. I just bought this for some reason, but really you don't need this one. I'm going to be using the hard coat. You use what works best for you, okay? Typically, all I tell my customers, don't put your tumblers in a dishwasher. I hope everybody is, because the heat can kind of mess them up sometimes. So I hope you tell your customers the same. I hate devil's glue, but it really is the best for detail work like that. You're right. If I tried to do epoxy on this, guys, it's going to be a hot mess. I'm going to have the pretty white glitter and the pretty other glitter, and I'm going to be upset because it's not going to look as pretty as I want it to. Now, I've got different brushes. Y'all can use anything you want. If you've got those foam brushes like these right here, you can use these. It's a little bit wide for what I want to do. So I've got different size paint brushes that I'm going to use. Depends on the width of my stripe, okay? And I just kind of set them off to the side as I'm using them. Put them on my clear paper over here, just in a little spot, so that I can work back and forth with other brushes, okay? So I get all that ready. I'm going to start with this big spot. I'm hoping there's not, I have moved this lamp. I know we are getting some glare from the ceiling light. I'm going to cut it off and see how that looks for y'all, okay? Hey, Miss Joy, I saw you somewhere. I just saw your pretty face. Miss Joy, I'll be getting with you because we're going to do something tomorrow. Now, can y'all still see that? I've cut myself in the dark. And I've tried to take the glare off so you can see a little better, okay? Hey, Miss Diane. Do they all dry fast? Yes. Taylor. Mod Podge is the devil because it dries so fast, you have to be quick, okay? I'm going to assume that this is a little better lighting. It looks like it is on the camera. All right. This will make it a little more difficult for me, but I want y'all to be able to see exactly what I'm doing, okay? So you can do this. Ooh, there goes the cup. So you can do this also. I may have to use my flashlight. Don't make me go get my trusty headlight. Okay? Yes, I think the light's better now too. Okay, well, we're going to go with it, okay? I may have to use my little handy-dandy flashlight if I haven't killed it, just so I can see my little spots. But y'all, look. Let me see if you can get... Look how pretty. Look how pretty. So pretty. All right, so all I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take Mod Podge, and I'm going to put a thicker coat. Be really careful not to get it on top of where I have the other pretty glitter, because I just want to sprinkle the glitter on top of the Mod Podge exactly where I'm painting. Okay, so just be really, really careful where you're Mod Podging, because you don't want it to be a mess, and I do want this other pretty glitter to show through, okay? Mod Podge takes just a little bit longer, but if you use a thick enough coat, guys, you will not have to come back and do a second coat. Does it take longer? Absolutely, it does. But for detailed work like this, it's a whole lot easier to get done what you want to do, okay?
I'm going to run up there and get dogs.
Just let them come back on their own. They'll be fine.
All right.
Okay, that way Landon doesn't have a coronary.
Okay.
Sorry, my granddaughter's wanting to go chase my dogs down, but they always come back home somehow. I guess they figured out where the food is. So yes, it's more tedious. Yes, I'm going to sprinkle glitter every time I finish a white spot, just so you can see, because some people may not be able to stay on here and watch the whole thing. If y'all do mess up, let me tell you a little secret. Have your little handy dandy rag, if you got a little bit too much, and just wipe that little excess off. So I got a little bit too far there. It's no big deal. The only thing you want to be careful about with Mod Podge. Hey, Sherry. Welcome, welcome. Susan. All right. There's a big clump right here in the middle. If you have a big clump, try and smooth it out. If you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to have a big lifted area with your glitter, okay? Doesn't mean it's going to be awful. It just means it's going to be more raised than the rest of it, okay? And you want it to kind of appear a whole lot smoother than... You don't want that lumpy looking glitter. That's all I'm going to say, okay? So just make sure... Oh my God, the neighbors get all crazy when my dog runs out. I've got 4 dogs. 4 dogs, and they're all outside, but they all are like under 15 pounds. They're crazy. All right, guys, I'm going to try and turn it to you a little bit. So this is where I've Mod Podged. And all we're going to do is do some shaking from the top of it. Because remember, this stuff dries fast. I'm not going to be able to paint every one of these little circles and then come back and Mod Podge. But where I have no Mod Podge, it's going to roll right off onto the paper that I'm catching my glitter with. Okay? Then you can kind of get an idea of what we're doing and why I was saying it's kind of a peekaboo, but kind of not. So I'm just going to turn it over and bump it. Y'all, it's amazing. So I think it's beautiful. I'm going to hit it one more time just because I want to make sure that it's all covered, because y'all know I'm in here working in the dark. As long as y'all can see, I'm happy. But I want to hit it one more time. Okay. Turn it over. Tap it a little bit. Get all that extra. Okay. Y'all, that's so pretty. Now, do you see why I did Mod Podge? If I'd done epoxy, you wouldn't be able to get these details in there, okay? Let's see what y'all are saying. Love it, love it, love it. Y'all, I was so excited about these glitters. Only one I didn't have was a yellow. I really wanted some yellow in this, but don't think I don't have it coming. I done went on there and got me another order going. So, I've got this. Now I'm doing this one at the top. That's just going to give us a good roundabout where you can see a good line. Okay. We're going to tap some more glitter on it. It's a very fast process. It's just a little bit more tedious, okay? Covers, y'all, this glitter covers so nicely. I just can't. It doesn't really take that second shake, but I think I'm doing it just because I am in the dark and I don't want to miss anything, okay? All right, so there are 2 spots done. And like I said, you can make different designs. I've seen some people really put some fantastic work into their designs, and I'm a little bit jealous and envious. Y'all know I'm kind of like an ADHD poster child with OCD, so I couldn't sit there and actually tape off a cup. I don't think I could. I think I don't think I could do it. I think I would go crazy. So I just chose to do it this way. And like I said, this is my cup, and I'm really, really excited about it just because it has those pretty neon colors, and I'm a 60s baby. I was born in 69, but I grew up in the 80s. Like, my best parts of my years were in the 80s. Y'all, neon head warmer, or what do you call them, leg warmers, all those things were real, real popular back then. If you're curious if this is going to work or cover real well, you can kind of tap it before you shake it, okay? You can just tap it a little bit, tap it down. You just got to be real careful like I just did. I touched the other side, so I'm going to roll from the top and the bottom now, so that I don't do that again, because I may have to go back and cover a little piece right there. Because I did touch it. Y'all, I really don't have to. This glitter covers so well. I'm going to turn it with the rim so that I don't touch anything else, okay? Bump that off. And we're going to do a few more spots. I want y'all to see how nice this covers. We may be able to get the whole thing done, and then I'll just tell you what we're going to do, okay? If y'all got time, I've got time. What's something we can talk about? What are other questions y'all have? Things that y'all are doing you're not real sure about. I did have somebody ask me about water slides. I do want to say something. There are a lot of great people on the site. A lot of great people who are willing to help. If you have bought from someone before on here, great. I just want people to make sure you're very careful about who you're buying from. We have had a few people, of course, they are not members anymore, who have done people wrong, but just make sure that if you're buying anything from people on this site, that you know them or have heard somebody else has bought from them and they're legitimate. Okay, I do want to throw that out there. We've been doing really good. LaDonna is doing an amazing job keeping up with that, but I do want y'all to be aware. There's scammers everywhere in the world, guys, okay? How's the packing going? Susan said, how's the packing going? Hi, I'm a first-time viewer. The cup is stunning. Thank you. A pencil tumbler somebody wants, and the packing is... I haven't even started, y'all. I usually have 5 or 6 kids every day. I told my husband I'm going to actually tell everybody they got to find somebody for a week, except the one that lives here, so I can do some packing. If not, we're going to be living in this little bitty trailer and working in the kitchen forever. But you know what? I have had more fun in this kitchen with y'all than I have ever had anywhere. Okay? Where can I buy the Fast Set Epoxy? You can buy that on Counterculture DIY. I'm not sure if the sale is still going on, but I do know that we are able to use it. There's a coupon code of Fast Set. You can try it and see if it still works. Okay? And it gives you a discount. I can't remember how much it was, but anything helps. Right, guys? Alright. If you get a little extra, like I said, a little bit of static, you know, sticks to your cup, but you can go back after this is dry, your Mod Podge is dry, and take you a big bristle brush, kind of like this, and kind of brush your cup off to get some of the glitter that's static sticking to the cup in places that I didn't want it to. So keep that in mind. After it's completely dry, you can brush off your excess or your statics, okay? I'm going to turn it again. I missed a big spot here. I don't know how I missed it. I guess talking. Do you have to clear over the Mod Podge and glitter before epoxy? No, what I do is, like I said, after I get this Mod Podged on, if I don't need a second coat, I take my very soft bristle brush and I go over where I have glittered and I wipe off the excess that way, but make sure you do it over paper because it's still good glitter, okay? Save your glitter as much as you can. And then I go and apply epoxy right off because I've wiped off all the excess. There's going to be none to bring up, if that makes sense, okay? I hope that helps. Since you bring up water slides, the white 1 and 2 other cannot get to cut ever. I'm going to tell you something about water slides. You can do water slides any way you want. If you want to do a print and cut with your Cricut, or I've never worked with a silhouette, so I don't have much information about that. Somebody else can maybe chime in. If you're doing a water slide or even printable vinyl, you know how it gives you the black block all the way around your paper? Y'all do not have to put it in your Cricut to cut it. If you want to, go for it. What I typically do is I print it in my printer. You have to make sure your Cricut's on for it to work, but I print it in my printer and then I free cut everything. I don't even use my Cricut to cut my water slides. Y'all see this? This is beautiful. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, we only have just a few more blocks, guys, and this will be done. And then we'll talk about one other thing. I want to make sure everybody understands about what Childs & Childs has got going on. And then talk to you about interest in tutorials. If you have any interest in those, I need you to either hit up Bridget Hicks Reese, who is me. Hit up Yvonne Perry. She's an admin. A&D Crafts, that's April. She's an admin. And then we have, of course, LaDonna White, who's the creator of the page. I believe she may still be on. She may not. She has a lot of children, too, grandkids, and she keeps super, super busy, too, guys, along with a business of her own. But if y'all will hit us up and let us know what you'd like to do, we'll be glad to get that approved so you can go on and go live, okay? All right, so we are getting there. I'm just kind of wiping, not the Mod Podge, I'm just wiping the static where it's kind of sticking to the cup in places. I just want to make sure I clean it up just a hair, but I can go back with a bristle brush and do that. Okay, looks like I got 3 more spots and a little bit on the bottom, and we'll be done with this, okay? We print our water slides and use regular Microsoft Word, and it uses the space instead of wasting so much. Yes, let me tell you another thing about water slides, in case you are getting ready to do some. If you're wanting to branch out and do these on your own, I want to give you a little piece of advice. I did another tutorial where I talked about this, but some of you are new. We've had a lot of new members join. So I want you to know something. If you print a half a page of water slides, make sure you cut that paper off that's still good before you clear it. Okay, if you're using an inkjet printer, you know you have to seal those water slides, okay? But save your paper. It's expensive. It's pricey, you know, in moderation to other things that you're using. So I always trim my paper before I spray it, because once you spray it with spray paint, you cannot print on it. It rejects the ink. So save yourself. Sorry, thought I had a grandbaby choking. Y'all gonna see a big girl get up and run. You good? You good? Go get some ink. Sorry, guys. I bought some Play-Doh that smells real good. I hope you didn't get into Play-Doh. It's non-toxic. Don't anybody panic. But I'm that grandma who lets them either paint or Play-Doh or do some kind of craft every day. So, all right, we have got one more. He's fine. He's hollering now. See, you can always tell if your grandchildren are good. You just got to listen for the scream. No! You'll know we're okay. All right, this spot and one more, guys. And we have got this cup covered all but the bottom. That'll take just a minute. And then we're going to cut some light on. I really want you to see how, I'm sure you can see how pretty this is. But I want to make sure, just in case, I want to kind of look at it myself because I am in the dark. Just make sure it looks really good, okay? Make sure I don't need to do any second coats. This glitter covers so well, I'm pretty much certain that I am not going to have to do a second coat anywhere. Okay? It's really not that bad, guys. Mod Podge is not that bad. Just make sure you don't have thick lines in the middle. It will raise your glitter. You want a good coat on it, though, in order for all this glitter to adhere to. And then You can always go back and do a second coat. This stuff dries in about 15-20 minutes in my house. And again, this is the hard coat. It dries pretty rapidly, okay? So I'm just trying to find a place to knock off my extra. Okay, let's take a peek. Wipe away some of the extra staticky stuff so I can see and get a good look. I'm going to rotate it for you guys. Just let you see kind of what we've done. Okay, so you're going to do another layer of epoxy after the silver glitter. And Pamela says she hates Play-Doh. We used to make homemade Play-Doh. That's how poor we were. We had flour and salt and baking soda and water. And then we'd stain it with food coloring. I don't know if any of y'all were that crafty, but we were poor. And so we played with homemade Play-Doh. Of course, you could eat it when it makes you sick because it's so salty. But anyway. All right, so this is done. I'm going to pull it off and do the bottom of my cup. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to do it while it's on the turner. You won't really be able to see what I'm doing, but it's only 2 spots. Actually 3, but they're super tiny. So I'm going to go ahead and Mod Podge all 3 spots because they're very small. But I do want the bottom to be as pretty as the rest of the cup. I try to tell people, if you are not taping off your cups, please make the bottom of your cups pretty for your customer. They don't want to just look at a regular bottom if they're paying, you know, if you're not taping them off and they're not silver and beautiful, then you need to be doing something with the bottom of them, okay? Don't forget about them. I'm going to take this extra glitter shape that I have on my paper. Make sure I have another sheet of paper down, of course. I usually pick my paper up like this with a fold. And I have one of those fabulous 20-ounce tumblers that had the plastic thing on the bottom of it, okay? And I took it off, so I have kind of a deep well in here. So I'm trying to make sure I get glitter in these Mod Podge spots. It's a little bit more difficult because I've got a deeper well. But if you turn this just right and shake it, you're going to cover those spots. And I will take a picture of the bottom of the cup so y'all can see, just to keep me from messing up the Mod Podge I have on here. And we've got one more spot, guys, and we're gonna go on to the next. I'm gonna take back a look at your questions and see what you've got going on here. Okay, so that's done. I do see 2 spots that I missed on my Mod Podge. If you shake it into the colored stuff, it's okay, because remember, you've got Mod Podge on here, so it's not gonna cover on the green. I'm just hitting a few spots that I see. Okay. Put the rest of my glitter on my paper, which was stupid. I could have just put it back in my bottle. And I see one more spot right here that I've missed. I'm going to hit it just a little bit. Okay. And then we are done, guys. This cup will be done. What we're going to do after you have completely Mod Podged, in case you want to work ahead or you're working on one of these, okay, and you want to know what the next step will be, what I would do is I'm going to let this sit about 15-20 minutes. I'm going to brush it with a real soft bristle brush to get all this extra pretty glitter off, okay? Hi, I'm using regular glitter for a cup, but it doesn't stay with the Mod Podge. I'm new at this, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to work with it. Mod Podge is really great for detailed work, okay? If the glitter is not sticking with the Mod Podge, you know, some glitters will stain. I don't know if you've ever worked with like a red bottom and a white top, and you go to rub your epoxy on and you think that everything's good, but they bleed into your white. That's why these really good glitters, we push and promote them, because you won't have those problems with it, okay? Hey, Bridget, my sister twin. What I was saying a while ago is after I have this dry and set, I'm going to take a real soft bristle brush that I got from Dollar Tree. I paid $1 for it. I'm going to brush off the excess. Of course, catch that, because you don't want to lose anything good that's worth keeping, okay? Make sure it's all good and flat. Nothing's going to smear. Then I usually take my finger, which doesn't have any glitter on it, but it does right now, and I'll kind of test it. I'll rub it real lightly with my finger. If I get no transfer to my hands, I know I'm good to go, okay? Helen's saying I just did a red and white glitter cup. It was Mr. Nolan's glitter and no bleeding. Awesome. So see, y'all, there's some great glitter companies out there. You just got to find the right glitter. After I brush that off, I'm going to go ahead and do a flood coat again, okay? Seems like I might not do 20 because this isn't as much glitter as what I had before. After that epoxy dries, I will go back and do any light sanding I need to. do a decal if I want to on that layer, and then do my final coat. Okay? Are you preparing your cup first, and is your Mod Podge drying before you get the glitter on the cup? You have to work real fast with Mod Podge, okay, Miss Heather? It does dry if you don't do it quickly. And what I did for this cup is I did each section and sprinkled. Did a section and sprinkled, and it worked out perfectly, okay? If you're trying to do a whole cup, it does work great, but you might want to consider doing half and then glittering and then going back and doing the other half and glittering, okay? And I do prep my cup first. This cup actually had this bottom glitter layer done. It was a sanded, washed, and spray painted white. I did this layer of glitter, then epoxy, and then I, excuse me, sorry, I'm going to choke him. Sorry, guys. I did epoxy, and then I spray painted it white. Sorry. I got a tickle. And after I did that, I used alcohol 91% to clean off the white spots. And where this glitter is where the white spots were. Okay? I am so sorry, guys. I just tuned in. Did you put epoxy on this to begin with, or did you just paint the cup? For the Mod Podge method, I did not use epoxy except to cover the bottom glitter that you see, and it was completely dry. So then I spray painted it white and then just did Mod Podge. Okay? Hey, Miss Tori. All right. Oh, I was asking Anna to try and help her. I'm sorry, Miss Heather. I'm sorry. All right, guys. If you don't have any more questions, I need you to do me a couple favors. Check out childsandchilds.co. Check out their other page, which is Tumblr Tutorials and Masterminds. I think I got that right. Make sure you like and join. They're going to have some great giveaways when they get to 5,000 members. They also have an Instagram page, okay? You can check them out there. They do some tutorials and some lives also. Fabulous glitter. The stickers come off this glitter. They do take Sezzle for over $35 orders, okay? They ship to Canada. Everybody. All right, everybody wants to see in the light. Let's see how pretty we can make this without giving you too much of a glare. I'm going to cut the kitchen light off and move that spotlight. I think that might be better because now we are completely flooded out. So let's see if y'all can see this as well as I can, okay? I hope you can. If you really can't see that well, as soon as I sign off, okay? Miriam, what you need to know, okay? And I've done the bottom of this cup too, okay? Soon as we're done, I'll take a picture of it so you can see it better in the light, so you can see really how pretty this silver. It's kind of a silver and a white. Y'all, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Once this dries too, let me tell you, if you've got some extra paint residue, which I see a little bit in some of my spots, it's a little foggy looking, or you've got some Mod Podge in areas that you really didn't want Mod Podge, if you'll wet you a rag and just go back and wash that, just a little bit of water, okay, it will clean this up and make it brighter. Okay, and then we'll be ready to put another layer of epoxy on. Okay, somebody's saying they need a laser water slide done. I know there's many people in the group who do water slides. Some of them may use laser. I do water slides too if anybody needs help. But there's other people in the group. Just make sure you know who you're dealing with, because I don't want anybody to get scammed, okay? I apologize for the tickle in my throat. If anybody has any questions after this is over, y'all send me a personal message. And I'll be glad to answer those. Sometimes if I don't answer right away, it's not because I'm avoiding you. I've got some kind of major crisis going on, or 15 children pulling at my pants strings, okay? But I am so glad that y'all joined me. Freddie, it did turn out pretty good, didn't it? I'm real curious to see what it's going to look like once it dries and I get this a little more cleaned up. I've just got it a little bit hazy. Not from using the acetone or anything. It's just where I had some extra white paint that didn't quite come off. So I'm going to get it fixed up, and we're going to let y'all see it then, okay? Thank you guys for watching. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Stay safe and love each other. Love each other.